necessary, Jason? This is a little over the top, don't you think?
Oh, my good friend. You know that when I engage in a relationship, they have a tendency to start hot before quickly descending and crashing and burning.
Oh, Bumblebee, this relationship isn't going to crash anytime soon.
Relationships? You had one girlfriend, that was in 1989. We were in 4th grade.
Oh, yes, Haley McKinley. Yeah, she wasn't a fan of the Bumblebee.
Oh.
And you enough with this negative Ned attitude. This whole thing's gonna blow right over.
Blow over? Maggie's first relationship in a long time might end because of you. She hasn't dated in about 5 years now. How perfect, because of you, it might end. Arthur isn't returning any of her calls.
Just because I did a pickup order from the restaurant he was bartending at? Queen Bee was hungry.
You didn't leave a tip, Jason. Who the hell doesn't leave a tip on a pickup order?
Absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
Tipping is an art form that the Rudy family has not engaged in since before I was born. We don't tip at sit-down meals, and now you want me to tip on a pickup order? Why? All the guy did was bring my food out from the kitchen.
You couldn't leave $2? Just $2? The fact that your family doesn't tip is absurd, but I thought you had grown out of that phase.
Hey, now, I tip on all sit-down meals. Oh, this is for you, my friend. Yeah, the meal was wonderful. But I draw the line at pickup orders. Sir Arthur, can I call him that? Did nothing to deserve it. Take me on a tour of the kitchen. Work for it!
You are so right. He is so right.
The last thing I need, Jason, the very last thing. I'm already anxious about meeting our new principal. Heard the guy's a loose cannon. But now you create another problem for me, and one that involves my sister.
You need to relax. I told you, after a greeting and a handshake,
Short.
Mr. Short, you'll be in his good graces. It's normal to be anxious around an authority figure. I mean, I was a complete and total mess when I met Chloe's father. But after just a few minutes, how could he help but not love the Bumblebee?
Speaking of fathers, isn't your old man coming in later on?
Yes, we're actually heading on our way to the airport to pick him up. He just can't wait to meet my Chloe.
So the man who hasn't paid a gratuity since 1979 is coming in. I must say I love Gumball, Rudy.
Gumball? Is that his actual name?
Yes, my dear. A long story about the name. Stemming from an incident in high school when he would chew chewing gum and then mold it into the shape of a... and then just stick it on other students' chairs. Yeah, bit of a lost juvenile, that one. Many hours spent in the principal's office.
Yeah, give Gumball my best.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to school, meet Mr. Short, hopefully just get out of there quick.
Well, if you happen to see Maggie, tell her that she needs to keep this author tipping thing in perspective. Yep. First off, his name. You call him Artie or Art? I mean, Arthur is just too proper. I take offense to it.
Yes.
You take offense to his name?
Oh, you bet. In today's world, that so much properness is just inappropriate.
Yes. Yes.
I have such a bad feeling about all this.
Oh, Sally, trust my Bumblebee. In the 3 whole weeks we've been dating, he's never been wrong once.
Trust him? Trust me, Queen Bee, or whatever his pet name is for you. You'd have trust issues after being involved with so many charades with this guy.
You haven't lived until you've experienced charades with me.
Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? Sal, any idea? Do you want to take a couple guesses, knock it around a little bit?
Listen, Maggie, I really can't talk.
Let me paint the picture for you. Because your idiot friend and his girlfriend decided to order takeout from Arthur's restaurant. I might be out of a relationship altogether.
Really, it's not his restaurant. He's the
Oh
bartender.
no, don't push me. I haven't slept in 2 days. I practically had to stalk you to find out where you were going to be today. And I will put a hurting out on you that will last for weeks. It's Arthur's restaurant. Bartender, head bartender, it doesn't matter. He practically runs the place.
Okay, it's Arthur's restaurant.
I mean, what are you doing?
It's my boxer briefs. I put them on backwards this morning, and
Okay,
the tag is ripping into my skin.
When we enter the territory of discussing your boxer briefs, that's when I just leave the topic altogether.
Don't you think Artie is taking this thing a little too far?
Artie? Who the hell's Artie? Arthur lives off those tips. I mean, he was dumbfounded to find out that Jason didn't even leave one. Oh, but then finds out that I know him and you guys are friends. And now he won't return my calls, my texts, and all of this over Gratuity. Would you stop with those pants already?
Let's all do this. Let's all go out tomorrow night. We'll go to a nice restaurant. We'll have Jason give Arthur the tip, and everyone will have a great time. Even Jason's father will be there.
You mean Gumball?
Yes, Gumball.
What human being is even named Gumball? Just tell me that. I mean, as if this family just couldn't get any weirder. Gumball. Sal, where did that even come from?
I really don't know. Text Arthur, and let him know what's going on. I'm sure once he finds out that we're trying to make things better, he'll call or text you. Let's shoot for 6.
All right, I mean, I'll try, but we're gonna have to go back to family therapy if you continue this relationship with Jason. I mean, I've had enough. Sal, he's an idiot. And you're not too far behind with this whole tag boxer brief nonsense.
Let's all deal with this later. I gotta get rid of this tag. It's killing me. Dinner will solve your problem, and you're not the only one with problems.
Oh yeah, how is that principal thing going?
He's not here yet. He's going to classroom.
Okay, well don't fiddle with your pants because you work in a school. And relax. You'll be fine.
Someone else gave me the exact same advice.
Who?
Never mind. Damn this tag.
Classroom 221 and...
Excuse me, Mr. Short. Sal Short, nice to meet you.
Dennis Short. I'm the new principal. I'm looking forward to working with you this year. Or at least I was. I would shake your hand, but...
It's a long story. Have you ever had a boxer brief tag issue?
Mr. Shore, I don't wear boxer briefs. I don't like them.
Okay. Why don't you like boxer briefs?
My undergarments are no concern of yours.
Okay.
I'm a bit concerned about what I'm seeing here.
Sorry, let's start again. It's great to meet you.
Excuse me, Mr. Shore, but I will not be shaking your hand. I appear to have an employee who's engaged in God knows what, and now said employee wishes to shake my hand.
No, sir, it was just a tag issue. I was just trying to remove the tag. Would it be easier if we hugged?
That really would not add to this encounter. What kind of game is this, Mr. Shore? As educators, we have to have the utmost respect for each other. At least have the common courtesy to be upfront with me.
I am being upfront with you, sir. It was just a tag issue.
Nevertheless, Sal, I'm going to excuse myself now before this becomes, well, even more strange. I'll be seeing you again, and quite soon, might I add. Everyone here has been very welcoming. But I must admit, I've never been a part of an encounter quite like this before. I hope that none of your co-workers have had to experience what I have seen here today.
like we have dinner arrangements for tomorrow, Chloe. It appears that old Bumblebee has stirred things up again. Now I need to save the relationship with Maggie and Sir Arthur.
How are you going to save that relationship?
Well, it appears that Sal is requesting that I tip Arthur for the pickup order the other night. It says here, he agreed to come to dinner, but only if the tip was guaranteed. Oh, the nerve of some waitstaff. I should tell you about the time that I was banned from a funeral home.
Howdy, folks!
Ah, welcome, Father! Now, Father, I would like you to meet Chloe.
Gumball Rudy, ma'am. It is my sincere pleasure.
It's so nice to meet you, Mr. Rudy.
No, dear, Gumball.
What is she got there, Dad? Is that a
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I'll have you know, Miss Chloe, that I feel completely inappropriate that jelly take a backseat to peanut butter. No, my dear, this is a jelly and peanut butter sandwich. And listen to this one. They got annoyed at me on the plane because I was giving the stewardess a hard time about making me the sandwich. Jelly first, of course.
I've never heard anyone refer to it as a jelly and peanut butter sandwich before.
Now, I'm glad you're here, Dad, because I'm in a little bit of a pickle. You see, I didn't tip on a pickup order the other night.
That's my boy! No tipping in all these years, going back to 1979. Sort of a crazy practice, you know, like tossing money away.
Well, see, I may have ruined a relationship over it. But tomorrow night, I want to go out and fix things. So I'd like to utilize the old Gumball Rudy tipping solution from 1984.
Of course! Good old Daddy Gumball is good for a blast
Yes,
from
sir.
the past. Oh, and I breezed through that text that you sent me about that pickup order tipping nonsense. Never been prouder.
Oh.
Stand firm, young man. You're a Rudy.
Well, I'm glad you see it that way, but I may have ruined Maggie's relationship.
Sally's sister? Maggie? Well, I haven't seen her in years.
Well, be one big reunion tomorrow night.
Reunions are always good for some craziness. Now, we'll have to stop by the bank, of course.
Yes, there's one on the way.
Why are we stopping by the bank?
You know, Chloe, Jason here, my son, he is a pioneer in the world of social issues. I mean, just recently, that funeral home banning. Beautiful.
What about banning?
Oh, and when you talked to that group of kids at summer camp there, and you told them about the ice cream truck playing the music, it meant that there was no more ice cream left on the truck. I was crying tears of joy. Well, they were crying tears of sadness, but I was crying tears of joy. Oh, you didn't get asked to come back there as a counselor, did you?
No, something about going in a different direction.
You made kids cry, Jason?
Well, it's a matter of opinion, really, Chloe. Anyway, tomorrow night, good for dinner, Dad? We'll resolve the tipping issue. The name of Rudy will be cemented in greatness, and you'll get to see Sal and Maggie and meet Sir Arthur.
Wow, is this Arthur a knight or something?
I'll tell you in the car.
My Sally! I haven't seen you in how long? Must be years. Oh, you still look just like your mother. Maggie, hello.
Hello, Gumball.
Hello, all. Maggie, quite the charming encounter this evening. And this must be Sir Arthur.
Just Arthur, please.
May I present the lovely Chloe?
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
I have so many questions for you.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, short.
Who's short?
My new boss. Great first impression I made yesterday.
Ah, yes, the handshake and the boxer brief tag.
Of all the places and all the nights here tonight,
I once lost a job because of a tag on my shirt.
perfect.
Oh, Gumball. I'm sure that's not why you lost your job. Sal, relax.
No, that was the reason. Now, Jason, he knows this.
Yes, but regarding handshaking and hand washing, why do we wash our hands after using the facilities? You know, society says, yes, you could be digging in acid, but make sure if you use the restroom, you wash after, not before. The whole thing is backwards to me.
Yes, Jason, you know a few things about things being backwards, don't you?
Okay, let's just relax and try to enjoy the meal.
So, Arthur, it appears that you and I had a brief encounter the other day that I would like to make right. As you may or may not know, gratuity in my family is a strict no-no. So you may understand why I didn't leave you a tip the other day.
No, not really.
Well, so I'd like to meet you halfway, which I believe is more than fair.
What the hell is this?
Yes, Jason, what the hell is that?
Yeah, Jason, what the hell's that?
It's my meeting you halfway gesture. A tip on a pickup order, which is insane, is met with the appropriate tip of coins.
So, when I was told that there would be an apology and that things would be made right, this is making things right?
Yes, money is money, Artie, and seeing as I never leave a tip, this is a pretty big event for you.
I need a little time.
Threw this thing on me. Look at that. It was stinging. I was attacked, you see? I was attacked. He threw it at me.
Mr. Shore. Hello.
Hello.
Dennis Short. Pleasure to meet you. Dennis Short.
Nice to meet you.
I would shake Sal's hand, but I've already discovered that that may not be the best idea.
Mr. Short,
As a matter of fact, I was just speaking with my vice principal about our little incident today, and I would like you to see me in my office in the morning. Is that possible?
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Pleasure to meet all of you.
Talking shop at dinner. I like that guy.
Good old Gumball to the rescue. Anytime you need a good laugh.
Oh, welcome back.
What is that?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Is that
Yes.
What can I say? He spent a lot of time in the principal's office.
This is crazy. Sal, this is crazy. And you? How old are you molding a piece of gum into that?
Well, I thought we needed a good laugh there. Especially after Artie Boy left.
I don't think I can do this. I mean, these are the people you spend time with?
I can't help it that he's an idiot. In fact, two idiots.
Hey, Artie! Artie! Don't forget the tip! So he just fired you? On what grounds? He's been there a month.
Failure to comply with a culture of professionalism.
All this over a boxer brief tag, huh?
All this over a boxer brief tag.
Well, somehow that's fitting. You lose a job, I lost a relationship.
Say it yourself, they start hot and then come crashing down. Chloe, though, she seemed to like you.
She claimed that my life and my stance on things were just a bit too unstable. Meeting my father just pushed her right over the edge. We broke up on the phone at 9, and she had all my stuff in a box outside her apartment, 9:30.
The faster they get rid of your stuff shows how awful they want to get out of that relationship. I once started packing up a girl's things when I was on the phone breaking up with her.
Well, she must have wanted out all right. 30 minutes is not a long time.
Hello, gentlemen. Your copy of the police report.
Oh boy.
Gumball really did it, huh? Sexual harassment. Yeah, it figures all those moldings of finally caught up with him.
Arthur wouldn't even look at me in the police station. your father was hitting on the secretary. I mean, does he not take anything seriously?
That was one of Chloe's concerns as well. He was too immature. She was afraid if we ever had kids.
You having kids? If you're smart, you'll never procreate.
The Rudy name must live on. You know, I blame the school systems. Gumball's principal should have corrected all of this in high school.
Speaking of principals,
I don't even want to discuss it.
Termination due to boxer brief tag. Fitting. Just fitting. So we've all lost today. Relationship for me, job for you, and Maggie and Artie.
I don't even want to discuss it. You know what? Bumblebee, as a fitting way to say thank you for the joy you've brought to all of us these past couple days, I'll tell you what. This meal, my friend. That's right. This meal's gonna be on me.